So at the initial stages, when you have just learned the game, I would say solve puzzles. This is the key, I would say, okay, for rapid improvement of your chess strength. Now, solving puzzles, I have seen many players solve puzzles, many of my students, and they make no or very little improvement in their calculation skills. Okay, they say I spend every day 1 hour solving puzzles. After 2 months, we see no improvement in their calculation skills. Now, why does this happen? Now, let's say I have a puzzle book. I see, I set up the position on the board. I think, and then within few seconds or maybe under a minute, I get the solution. I think I got the answer. Okay, then what do? I go to the solution page. I open the solution and see, no, not correct. Has it happened to you, this experience? Precisely for this reason, we won't make improvement in our calculation skills. So what should we be doing instead? Okay, when we solve puzzles from a book. Okay, so what you should do, take a book and you think. Now, whatever you see initially is something within your capability, right? You can do it very well. So the first impression you should not presume is always correct. Okay, so there are two types of learning. One is active learning, the other is passive learning. Okay, you are simply listening to someone explain something. Okay, so when you read from a book, you hear something, you see a video, these are all passive learning. It will not improve your skills. It will only give you some knowledge. You will get to know about some good things, but you cannot apply them. It is like if I don't know swimming, I watch someone swims, okay, and he explains beautifully how to swim. Okay, so by watching this video, can I learn swimming? No. If I jump into water, most likely I will drown. Okay, so you have to combine the knowledge, experience, practice, all this put together, you acquire the skill. Okay, so this is how. So if you just listen to videos, listen to someone explaining things, it is not good enough. So you have to go back and you actually have to apply what you have learned. And that is when you will realize hearing about something and doing it, they are not necessarily the same. Okay, when you actually try to do things, it becomes tough. I would say till you are like around 2000 or 2200 USCF or 2000 to 2200 FIDE rated player, I would say use the engine bare minimum. bare minimum. Okay, but this is not something you would like to hear. I can understand that because we are so used to taking engine's help that when I say please avoid using engines, it is like don't drink water, something like this. You may not like this advice at all, but just imagine this thing. For how many years the chess engines have been around? Maybe few years, maybe couple of decades, not more, isn't it? But before then, have there not been good players around? There were so many great players, right? Alikine, Morphy, Steinitz, Stahl, Fischer. I could go on and on and on and on, right? And these guys never took help from engines and they still got better at chess. Now, if you see, have you heard of a player Gukesh? Gukesh, Guk, is a grandmaster. Okay, and he became grandmaster at the age of 12 years. Now, this is serious stuff, right? Okay, at the age of 12, he became a GM. Okay, so now this guy, his rating is 2550 or something now. Okay, until he became like 2540 or something, he has never used engines in his life. So I would strongly recommend, like when you want, after the tournament is over, after the tournament game is over, the first impulses is go back to your room, input the game in your laptop, and then check with the computer. We have multiple platforms and different people, different grandmasters, international masters, and whatnot. They are giving a lot of information. Some of them are good information, some of them are unfortunately not worth its salt. But we it's very difficult to filter the information and grasp what is really important to us. So I would say we should reduce our exposure to information from various sources, because just imagine if you are trying to read 10 different books at the same time, would you learn more, or you take one book, finish, go to the next book, and like this you complete 10 books where you will learn more? Okay, so it will be better if you get one way of thinking, I mean one kind of information, and you try to process that information, get the best out of that information, and then you move to the next source. So it's too much information. In a way, it is preventing us from applying what we learn.